Well, good morning, Southeastern students. I am here to give you a little bit of a tour of the course Blackboard page so that you'll know where everything is that you need to find for this class. So just a couple of quick things. We're on the course home page right now. This has just basically a one-stop shop for any announcements that have been made, certain assignments that are coming due, other alerts and things like that. It'll let you know basically really quickly what is coming up. So I would probably always check this page when you log in to the class, just to get a quick idea of what you need to do. Okay. Next is the announcements page. That will specifically get into any announcements that have been made. All right, so you go there for that. I tend to communicate a lot through announcements when I have anything that I need you to know, because what this does is it also allows me, whenever I make an announcement, to send an email to your se.edu email address. Make sure that you check that, but also, of course, check your emails to see what I am needing to communicate with you. All right, so next is the Start Here page. This has your syllabus right here. It also has a video of me, just kind of a get to know you kind of thing, as well as a little text version of that. And then a getting started segment. I need to make a few little edits here and there from when this class was taught by somebody else. I am still doing that. I didn't have the chance to do it over the weekend that I expected to, but I'm going to go through the syllabus and little places like this where you're seeing Tammy Crow and her name there. I'll go in and change those today. Okay. We also have a course project video discussion, where that is a discussion of the course project, everything that needs to be done with that. It's a pretty long video, but it's pretty exhaustive in terms of, my expectations of the assignment, but also just some things that where I expand on what's there to kind of give you a better idea of some things you might want to do or consider while you are completing the assignment. Okay, so please be sure to watch that as well. Okay. Then we have a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm going to actually add this video. This will be the Getting Started with Navigation video. Once it is completed, we will have that ready to go as soon as this is done. All right, and then also another important thing to note on this page is the information about the Respondus lockdown. You need the Respondus lockdown browser for completing all tests in this course. You also need the Respondus webcam, which is what it's referring to with this Respondus monitor, is a webcam. It's not one that's specifically with Respondus, I'm sorry, but it's a webcam that will use the Respondus software to allow the proctor who's monitoring your exams to allow you to, or it'll allow that person to be able to see you while you're taking the exam, just to make sure nobody's cheating. Okay. All right, so that is it for the Start Here page. Next is the coursework page. This has all of the coursework that you will be completing over the course of the semester in individual weekly units. So you'll see week 1 there. For some reason, week 2 isn't showing up on this. I don't know why it's not. I'm going to check with the Blackboard folks to see if they can help me get that fixed. I don't know what's going on there. But anyway, you can see it all in weeks. Within each week, you have just an outline of the things that need to be done in that week. And it gets as detailed as you reading certain learning objectives, which are down below over here. And then reading chapter 1, reviewing lecture material. So not everything in that outline are specific things that you have to turn in, but it's basically just giving you an expectation of what you need to be doing to successfully complete each unit, as well as how long it will take for you just about to do that. And of course, those things are going to vary, such as reading a chapter. it takes me a little while longer to read a textbook chapter maybe than in 1 hour. It may take me 2 or 3 hours because I'm so distractible, reading over here and then something goes off over here and I got to go take care of that or whatever. So anyway, make that time frame that it may take for you to complete these things, tailor that to yourself. In terms of how long you expect to do all of these. So if it takes you longer to read a chapter, you'll need to allow some extra time for that. If it takes you longer to do certain things, you'll need to make sure you allow extra time. Okay. All right, so that takes you through all of the weeks, basically giving you the readings assignments, telling you what you need to do as far as quizzes, discussion boards, journals, where you need to be really making sure you've gotten started with the course project. The course project is not really even listed until later weeks. It's nowhere in week 1 or even within week 2. Oh, wait, there it is, within week 2, I'm sorry. Schedule your observation or interviews. It's kind of telling you, when you may need to go ahead and get started with those things. I always tell people get started with everything as early as you possibly can, even maybe before week 2. This week, go ahead and get your interviews or observations scheduled for the course project. Okay? All right, so I don't really see anything else that needs to be gone over here, so we will move on. But if you have any questions, of course, feel free to ask them of me. The coursework link is not one that's not available to y'all because this is the online class. This would be if this were a face-to-face class being taught, so I don't even know why I'm going over that one with you because it's hidden from you. Okay. Discussion boards, we need to actually unhide from you, so let me make sure that that is done. Okay, there we go. Show link. All right. Let me actually check on this too. Remember, I'm kind of learning this with you because it's my first time teaching this class. So let me check on something real quick. Hang on just a minute. Yeah, this is for a face-to-face course. Okay. All right. So anyway, the discussion boards are no longer hidden from you. You should be able to complete those, yes, within week 7. So this is for y'all with this being an online 7-week class. So make sure that you complete the discussion boards. They are all listed there for you. And then, let's see, anything else? Student tools as far as email, other things are available to you. You have a link to your SE email over here, so you can click there if you need to quickly get to that. Some other links to the library, APA resources, that's a really good one for you. Remember, your course project has to be written in APA format, so when you go over to APA resources, this gives you a whole bunch of web links. OWL Purdue, that's the online writing lab with purdue.edu. That's a wonderful resource for students because they have APA as well as MLA formatting, and I think a couple of other formatting guides too on there. But as you peruse that website, you will see all of the links that you need for how to cite certain sources, how to format your paper, all of that. It also has here in Blackboard some videos over setting up an APA paper, citation guide, references, all of those kind of things. So make sure that you take a look at that. You also have a link over here to tutor.com if you're needing some help with the course, having some difficulty understanding things, and maybe it's not a question I can answer or have been able to answer for you, and you need some help with something, please just take a look at that to get some help with the course, or if you're having trouble with any of your other courses, take a look at that there. Okay. All right, so I believe that is all. If you have any questions about the class, of course, just email me, give me a call. All of that is listed in the welcome and meeting the professor link under Start Here. So when you click on this Meet the Professor, it brings up all of my contact information so you can easily get in contact with me. Okay. Well, I believe that is it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you very much.